After the class header and .cpp files have been created, we can create objects using the new class definition. This process works similar to creating new variables with primitive data types, but this time, our data type will be type house. In the houses.cpp file, which is the starting point of our program, we include the header file for the class or classes we'll be using in this program. At the top of our program, on line 12, I have a function prototype, void print house, and in parentheses you can see I'm passing to it an instance of the house class. Next we have our int main. In the int main, we are making two instances of houses using the house class. The first instance, house1, uses the default constructor. So remember, we had the default values set to be house color of blue, 2 bathrooms, 3 bedrooms, and 1,200 square feet. Notice that there's no parentheses after the house1 variable name. This is different from some other programming languages. Our second house is using the constructor that provides the values for the house, including the color of tan, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and 2,500 square feet. We now have two class objects, and we can start to invoke the functions defined for the classes. Remember, each instance of the house class has separate memory allocated for the data members in the class. So to access the respective data, we need to include the new object name and use the dot notation. In this case, I am going to pass house1 and house2 to our print house function. Let's scroll down. When we pass objects to functions, we are automatically using the call by reference. Here we are calling the print function and providing a house object as an argument. The print function uses the get methods to access the private data and print it to the console. We have cout, house color. We use the name house from the parameter coming in that says house, and then we use the dot operator .getColor to invoke the getColor method on this house. We do the same thing for the bathrooms, the bedrooms, and the square feet. Also notice in this function, since it's a void function and does not return anything, we do not include a return statement. Now that we've reviewed the houses.cpp program, let's run it and take a look at the output. We can see the first object was created using the default values, house color blue, number of bathrooms 2, number of bedrooms 3, square feet 1,200. The second house was the one I created using the constructor that had 4 parameters, house color tan, number of bathrooms 3, number of bedrooms 2, and total square feet 2,500. Before we leave this program, let's write code to invoke the set methods. Let's change data for house number 2 so it is now white with 3 bathrooms, 4 bedrooms, and 3,500 square feet. And then we'll call the print function again. Now we've changed the color to white, the number of bathrooms to 3, the number of bedrooms to 4, the square feet to 3,500, and we're printing out house 2 a second time. Let's run our program and look at the output. Here's our output. We still have our blue house. We have our tan house. We've also changed the second house to be white with 3 bathrooms, 4 bedrooms, and 3,500 square feet.